So Barry, I was just interested in the kind of work that you're doing and why you're looking at some of these gabbros and its relation to the Titanic.
Well, this story started about 15 years ago when James Cameron's movie came out. The movie about the Titanic, of course, and suddenly the city of Halifax realized that it had a major tourist attraction on its hands with 150 people who were buried in Halifax from the Titanic disaster. And so they thought they'd better spruce up the place, and a couple of the stones were damaged. They'd succumbed to weathering over the last 90 years or so. So one of the work crew said, well, okay, we'll just replace this stone, and then somebody else said, okay, fine, where'd it come from? And that's the question we've been trying to answer for the last 15 years. So a piece of the broken stone came to me. Where did it come from, I was asked. I said, I don't know. I had some ideas. It turned out to be wrong. My first guesses were wrong, and I still don't know if I'm right, but I'm beginning to look very carefully at the black granites of southwestern New Brunswick.
So you're looking at a specimen here from the Nouveau-Brunswick Museum collection that was collected around Bocabec or the St. George area, and this looks close to the source of the gabbro that...
Yeah, it does. This sample here is one of the many black granites that come from the St. George, St. Stephen area of New Brunswick. And it's interesting because this sample was donated to the museum sometime late in 1912 or early 1913, right after the headstones were produced for Halifax. So it's rather interesting timing, and when I look at the texture of this rock, and it's one of the things I have to go by, I'd say it's pretty close to what I see in the Titanic headstones in Halifax.
So these things were marketed as black granite, but they're not really.
No, if one of my students called this a black granite on a test, I would give him 0. It's in fact a gabbro, and it has quite different minerals than a granite, and it's much darker in color than granites are.
So this one has a few unique properties to it that you're looking for?
Yeah, it does. One of the things we have to match is the age. And we know the age of the Titanic headstones is 422 million years, plus or minus 2 million years. And that is the age of the black granites in southwestern New Brunswick. So I suspect if we took a sample of this and dated it, we would also get 422. That's one of the things we'll have to do when we have a real candidate that we think is a match. We have to match the minerals too. And the interesting thing about the Titanic headstones is that they have not 1, not 2, but 5 different black minerals in them. And that's most unusual for a gabbro. So if this sample has only 4 of them, then this isn't the one. I've got to find one with olivine, clinopyroxene, orthopyroxene, hornblende, and biotite. It's quite a tall order to fill.